Hi guys, this is your Har Krishna. Today we are going to see the continuation of the matrices. So last class I discussed up to the diagonal matrix. So today I am going to discuss some varieties of the matrices which will be useful to solve the problems. Okay. So let's see the first scalar matrix. So what is the scalar matrix means? So any square matrix if we take, let it be take 2 by 2. All the diagonal elements are same. And other than diagonal elements will be 0. So then that matrix will be called scalar matrix. So let me take now 3 by 3. 3 by 3 also all the diagonal elements are same. Other than diagonal elements will be 0. Then that square matrix is called scalar matrix. Okay. So what we can say is any square matrix in which all diagonal elements are same, other diagonal elements will become 0, then we can call that is a square matrix. Okay, all diagonal elements are constant and other than diagonal elements will become 0, then that matrix is called scalar matrix. Okay, so this is a very important thing is scalar matrix should be first square matrix. Okay, so then only we can call that matrix as a scalar matrix. So next we will go to the next type is identity matrix. Identity matrix. So identity matrix is also special case of scalar matrix. Home is nothing but all of the diagonal elements here will be 1, other than diagonal elements will be 0, then that matrix is called, that square matrix is called identity matrix. So to become identity matrix first it should be the square matrix. So now we will see the 3 by 3 matrix. All diagonal elements will be 1. In a square matrix all diagonal elements are same and other diagonal elements will be 0, then that square matrix is called identity matrix. Okay, so what we can put is all diagonal elements here 1, all diagonal elements become equal to 1, other diagonal elements become to 0, then that matrix is called identity matrix. In a square matrix all diagonal elements equal to 1, other than diagonal elements 0. Other than diagonal elements are 0, then that matrix is called identity matrix. That matrix is called identity matrix. Okay, so identity matrix is actually denoted by I. Identity matrix is denoted by I. Okay, so it is denoted by I. Very important symbol, denoted by I. M by M or I n by n we denote. Okay, because it should be the square matrix now, that's why order should be the number of rows and number of columns should be equal to same, then only you can call that is square matrix. So to become a identity matrix it should be the square matrix. To become a scalar matrix also it should be the square matrix. So next matrix will go, that is a null matrix. So what is a null matrix means? If all the elements becomes 0, then that is called null matrix. Okay, if all the elements is becoming 0, then that matrix is called null matrix. Okay, then that matrix is called null matrix. Here all elements are 0, that's why it is called as a null matrix. It is denoted by symbol O. Denoted by symbol O. Okay, so that is about a null matrix. So next type is, so here it can be any order. Okay, here I taken 2 by 2, 3 by 3. It can be any order. It can be like this also. Okay, 0, 1 by 1 matrix also it can be. So next type is singleton matrix. Singleton matrix. Singleton matrix is nothing but, so if a matrix has only one element, then that matrix is called singleton matrix. Okay, so matrix should have only one element, which means order will be 1 by 1. So matrix with single element, that's why you call it as a singleton matrix. So you can see in the definition itself, singleton. Here you can see null means all are 0, singleton means only one element. Identity means, here we can see identity means only one. Identity means only one will be have, everyone will have one identity. That's why we call identity matrix, because every diagonal element is 1 and all other elements are 0. Identity means we will have only one identity proof, correct? That's why elements also, diagonal elements also only 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, here why we call scalar matrix means scalar can be constant. So constant, scalar means one constant, that's why we taken here k. Okay, so that's why here we have taken k. Like this you have to remember and you have to learn the matrices. So next type is very important type. So triangular matrix. So in the triangular matrix, in triangular matrix there are two types. One, upper triangular matrix. 2, lower triangular matrix. Upper triangular matrix and lower triangular matrix. So first we will see what is the upper triangular matrix. So upper triangle means nothing but it is denoted by U. Okay, so upper triangle means nothing but in any square matrix, diagonal elements below principal diagonal are always 0, and all other elements can be anything. It can be anything. So that's why we call this as upper triangle matrix. All the elements below principal diagonal, this is the principal diagonal. All the elements below principal diagonal are 0. Then we can call that is upper triangle matrix. Why upper triangular we call? Because here it is forming a triangle. See, so this triangle in the upside, that's why you call it upper triangle. So it should, if you want to become an upper triangular matrix, then what is the condition? Only elements above principal diagonal should not be equal to 0. They should have some elements, but elements which are below principal diagonal can be 0. So these elements are becoming 0, but these elements are not becoming 0. That's why here we are getting upper triangle. That's why we'll call it as a upper triangular matrix, correct? That's why we call it as upper triangular matrix, because here we are getting upper triangle. Okay, so similarly we can say that for a lower triangular matrix, so let me denote with L. All the elements above principal diagonal are 0, and the elements below principal diagonal are need not to be 0. So then we can call it as a lower triangular matrix. So to become a upper triangular, lower triangle, it should be the first square matrix. Here we can see the diagonal, and here we can form a triangle, lower triangle. This is a lower triangle, correct or not? Lower triangle. That's why it is lower triangular matrix. To become a upper triangular, lower triangular matrix, it should be first square matrix. It should be first square matrix. So here what we can say that elements below principal diagonal 0. Okay, here in a square matrix, okay, here also in a square matrix elements above principal diagonal are 0, elements above principal diagonal are 0, then that matrix is called lower triangular matrix. Okay, so in a square matrix, if all elements below principal diagonal are 0, then that is called upper triangular matrix. In a square matrix, elements above principal diagonal are 0, then that is called lower triangular matrix. These are the examples I have given. So here it is forming a upper triangle, that's why we are calling upper triangular matrix. Here it is forming a lower triangle, that's why we are calling lower triangle matrix. Here what we can give general expression is U equal to Aij, where Aij equal to 0 for I is less than j, for I less than j. Why? Because these ABC elements are there, na? Element A is here, so here we can draw like this. Element A, if you see the position of the elements here, U, A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So these are not becoming 0, but these are becoming 0 for I greater than j, sorry, for I greater than j. So these elements everywhere I is greater than j or not. Here I is greater than j. That's why Aij is becoming 0 for I greater than j. That's why this is called upper triangle matrix. General expression will denote like this. Similarly, we can form here L equal to Aij, where Aij equal to 0 for I less than j. Here also we can see same A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So see, upper triangle elements are becoming 0, lower triangle elements are not becoming 0. That's why lower triangle elements are not becoming 0. That's why we are calling that as a lower triangular matrix. Upper triangle elements are becoming 0. Here I is less than j, 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 I is less than j. So that's why for I greater than 0, for I less than j, for I is less than j, becoming elements are becoming 0. For I greater than j, elements are becoming 0. So this is the general expression we can give. This for the general expression. So finally we can say that to become a upper triangle matrix, elements below principal diagonal should be 0. To become a lower triangle matrix, elements above principal diagonal should be 0. Then we can call that as upper triangle matrix and lower triangular matrix. So this is about the continuation part of the matrices. So next class we will discuss about the equality of the matrices. So if you like this video, just put a up symbol and don't forget to subscribe this channel. So we'll meet in the next class. We'll learn about the equality of the matrices. Bye.